My name is Alwyn Foster, and sorry about the lighting. I am going to talk with you today for a presentation on virtual organization and teams. I'm going to cover a few different areas. Excuse me. One of them is going to be organizational culture, organizational design, motivation, group behavior, communication, power, politics, and stress management. The first thing that I would like to talk with you today, sorry about this lighting, it's bothering me. There we go, get it fixed, is how to reduce stress and manage stress within an organizational team. The first thing that I think is important to note is that an organization has a responsibility of communicating expectations for technology within the virtual organization. Most of us use technology for personal reasons. So in order to reduce stress, it's best to communicate on the front end what your expectations are for how people will use video conferencing, emails, talk, text, cell phones, Zoom, different apps like that, so that it's in a way that honors and respects the institution and the organization that they serve. The next thing I want to be mindful of in discussing is politics, how power is moved in action within an organization. Being mindful of how even within a virtual organization, people are attempting to persuade or control or manipulate. And I think one of the things that actually really should be considered from a political perspective is like slander, and these people that hack into people's personal data and use that for political power or political gain. They hack into your personal cell phone, they hack into your personal email, they hack into pictures or videos that you've seen or not seen but sent to your loved one, and they try to use this to manipulate or get a certain result out of you. Moving on to communication, I think that the concept of email, of course, the concept of text, and the concept of consistent communication is even more important in a virtual organization than it is a physical one. Because in a physical one, you get to see certain things that you never get to see in a virtual organization. Let me give you an example. When you come to work at 9 o'clock, you can see that your classmates, that your coworkers are at work at 9 o'clock. You can see who's there. You can see who's not there. You can see who's working. You can see who's at the bagel table. In a virtual organization, people, it's more task driven and task oriented. So the purpose is to effectively communicate and complete tasks, but there's no you can check a parking space. The goal is more to make sure that things are getting done. So communicating what you're doing, how you're doing it, expectations for when you will complete X, Y, Z, and how it will be done, and of course tools that you need to assist you in the process play a vital role in how the organization communicates with its teams, but also more importantly how the team communicates with one another. When it comes down to group behavior, I think that one of the things that is important to be mindful of when you're talking about group behavior is group dynamics when you're not all in the room, making sure that everyone is respecting people's privacy, making sure that people are respecting the company's policies that are in place to protect the group and the organization as a whole. I think the motivation is a powerful thing also within virtual organizations, because you have the opportunity, because everything is online, to praise and appreciate your team members and employees in a different kind of way. I dare even say a better way. So if I'm Employee of the Month at Catholic Charities, they put up a plaque in my office. Only people in my office can see it. But if you're a part of a virtual team, you can put a post out there into the internet and literally thousands upon thousands of people can read it. Or a newsletter, and thousands upon thousands of people can see that this person is the Employee of the Month, that they've contributed positively to the goal and vision or mission of the organization. So I think that piece of motivation is key. In organizational design, I think it's important to consider, are you going to function from a senior management design? Are you going to function from a soul management design? Are you going to function from a design where all the power is held at the people who are at the top, or something I like to call, or my boss used to love to call, power sharing, where the power is pushed down as far as it can go to the level so people understand how powerful and what elements and what advantages they have as an employee, and how strong and powerful their voice is within the organization. And last but certainly not least, organizational culture. How people are treated, the sense that you get, the persona that you get, the reputation that you get. How does it feel to be a part of an organizational, a virtual organization? How the company makes team uh, uh, um, operate, how a company shows teamwork, how a company shows cooperation, how a virtual team shows collaboration. All of these are important and play an important role in organizational culture. So my time is past 5 minutes, and I don't want to get more points deducted for this, but I just wanted to spend a few minutes touching on each one of them and how I think they benefit, and in some cases may not cripple, but be areas of improvement for virtual organization and teams. Thank you very much, Professor, for allowing me to be a part of your class, and thank you for making this one of the hardest classes that I've ever participated in so many ways. Have a wonderful day.